Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new computer. Not that you would know. We are in our robe. This is gonna be it's a video. It's an update video, as you can imagine. If you've paid attention to the channel, you've noticed that there has been no channel. Um, it's funny. It's like a running joke. I have this robe on when I seem to do SWGOH content. And here, let me move in here so you don't have to stare at OBS. Um, yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. That's part of the conversation. Um, so obviously I haven't been making videos. And this is actually a different video than it was going to be quite honest, because this video was going to be me announcing that I was quitting the game entirely. And there was a point for about a week where I literally, like, I put in notice to my guild leader. I'm like, dude, get ready. I'm really done this time. I don't want this anymore. I'm miserable. I hate this game. Which, like, you might be hearing that and being like, dude, what the hell? You went so hard on this game. True. And that might be part of the problem. But it's not the main problem. So what am I saying? As of right now, I'm not quitting. There are some things that are kind of piling on here. And recent events in the game are kind of the straw that broke the camel's back to get me to this point. But the really high level version is the game is starting to feel like a chore, and I don't like the content. I do not like so many pieces of the content right now. I'll talk a little bit about that, but later. But also, I am expecting a child, and it's early in that process, but I'm thinking about things in advance. And if I'm already this tired and I'm already this burnt out on this game, and I already roll my eyes just logging in to do my dailies, I cannot fathom how I'm going to feel about this game when I have a baby. Okay. Now we'll talk about how I got back to where I am now, but I'll talk about very briefly. I'm not trying to totally rant about this. The things that I don't like about the game specifically right now. I hate the datacrons right now. I hate the state of GAC. What is GAC? Did you beat Slicker? Did your JMK beat Slicker? If he did, you have a chance. If he didn't, get fucked. Like, that's GAC right now. And there are a couple of things that you can do. Like, apparently there's some two-shot cheese where you bring in Han Solo and he goes first because that's what he does. And then Rey gets a bonus turn and she burns her shock. And then apparently you can come in with, like, Bane and Malik, and you can maybe do it with Bane at that point. All that to say, you might be like, okay, so are you saying that a single datacron made you want to quit the game? Yes. Literally yes. And that sounds dramatic, but it is, in my opinion, one of the symptoms or one of the things in general that is just exemplary of what I hate about what CG is doing right now. The Rey datacron is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It is not fun. It is not engaging. And I was talking about this with someone, and their argument was, well, you can use it too. You can do the same thing. You can put your Rey datacron on defense. How, just think about that for a second. Is a good experience in a game one where both of you are engaged, you and your opponent are engaged, and it's fun, and you both have a solid chance, and there's lots of ways around something, and you can be creative? Or is it when you both suffer equally? Like, to me, the silver lining of the Darkside Raycron is not that I get to put it on defense too, and my opponent also gets to be miserable. That's not a fun game. Like, oh great, we both get to suffer now. So instead of just one person suffering, it's two. It's like, I hope you feel, I hope you get some sort of satisfaction out of knowing that your opponent also hates playing the game right now. And so, like, I don't know, is it kind of cool to use? if you ever even, you don't even get to use it because it's so strong that everyone just puts it on defense. You just throw it on defense, and half the GACs come down to who screwed up on Slicker. It's not fun. It is not fun. I don't like that the way Datacrons just in general work out right now. It's like they're not even tested. It's like they're not planned. You don't, half the time you're not even using Datacrons with the teams that they're meant for. The best counter to Darkseid Ray is JMK using a Datacron that was meant for JML. Did anybody test this? Did literally anybody test this? How sad. The best Datacron for JML to come out in like a year, you can't use it with JML because you have to put it on JMK to beat Slicker. And then there's the Krennic Cron. I can't I'll flash it because you got to know what I'm talking about. There's the Krennic Cron, Dr. Krennic. Terrible, shitty Dr. Krennic Empire. Offense, crit chance, potency, Darkseid Cron, bunch of Empire bonuses. Who do you put this on? Queen Amidala. Not an Empire team, not Dr. Krennic. You put it on Queen Amidala because it makes Padawan Obi-Wan one-shot everything and anything. And ironically, this failed. I have been using that Datacron to absolutely annihilate Rey, Barriss, Ezra, and I've done it 3 for 3, except this time, of course, I should have recorded it. Ben just decided that Pobi-Wan needed to die. He just sniped him out. He one-shot Pobi-Wan, and so that failed. So I'll have to come back and clean this up, but at least Barriss is gone, I guess. But even that, we have 3 Datacrons right now that are some kind of stupid. And they're going to be around for 4 months. You are going to be dealing with Slicker on defense for 4 months. And unless they come up with some other busted crap that walks all over Slicker, that's it. You're just going to suffer. We're going to be in this state for 4 months. GAC for 4 months is going to be, did you beat Slicker or not? And if you didn't, your only hope is your opponent also gets stuck on Slicker. And for 4 months, we're going to have Slicker on defense, a JML Cron being used with JMK, and a Dr. Krennic Cron being used with Queen Amidala. Like, it's just so stupid. So, that's just one thing. But, like, to me, what's going on with Datacrons right now is, like, how CG operates everywhere in this game right now. Hey! Do you guys want a Pirate Galactic Legend? Me neither. Nobody asked for this. The most exciting thing about this is Smuggler's Run 3, and we don't even know if it's going to be good or bad. And knowing CG, it could go either way. It could really go either way. I'm assuming it's going to be amazing and mandatory. And I'm not just trying to get on the hate train. I'm not just joining the pirates. Who asked for pirates? But there are so many bizarre decisions that have been made lately. Like, what is going on with the raid? I get it. Not everything can be canon. But what the hell is happening? The characters you can use in the raid are so bizarre. Why can I fight Darkseid clones with Darkseid clones? The drama with Bad Batch getting nerfed, even though they got fixed, but, you know, whatever. It made everyone who got this brand new team feel like crap because now it's even hard to do it with that team. Bunch of Jedi who are supposed to be dead by this point, but apparently they're here. Enfys Nest and like just all the pirates. What the hell is going on with a raid on the Jedi Temple with pirates and Darkseid clones and Bad Batch? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's a nitpick. Maybe people say, oh, it's a game. I don't care. It doesn't have to be canon. I'm just playing a game. My point is, it feels like CG used to try harder and used to care more. Not everything was perfect in terms of, like, making it make sense, but it felt like, for the most part, they tried. And somewhere within, like, the past 6 months, it has felt like CG has made the conscious decision to sacrifice experience for profit, okay? And I get that as a business, you have to make money. You gotta make money. I get it. I get why profit needs to be here. But you don't need to sacrifice experience for profit. There could have been other ways to get us to teams that made sense for a raid, datacrons that made sense for their teams, things that had more than 2 counters in the entire game. So much of the game to me right now just feels unfun and nonsensical. And I hate it. I hate it. Honestly, I still to this day, I don't enjoy playing this game. And so you're like, okay, now how are we here? You said you're not quitting. You said you wanted to quit, but you're not quitting anymore. Why not? So you remember how I said I'm expecting a child? As I was going through my list of people and telling them that I was quitting the game, one of those groups of people were my Fleet Shard. And I run my Fleet Shard Discord. So I basically said, hey guys, you guys have to figure out who's going to lead this Discord because I don't want it anymore. And I told them the situation. I got a kid on the way. I don't want to deal with this. And one of the guys single-handedly kind of broke my brain. And he was like, wait, why would you quit if you've got a kid on the way? I'm like, huh? What do you mean? And he was like, dude, when I had my kid, the only game that I had time to cram in was Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. He's like, I can't tell you how many times I had my kid in one hand and my phone in the other. Or, the kid was restless, baby, I say kid, but the baby was restless and you had to go into their room and you had to sit there with them until they fell asleep. And the only thing keeping him entertained was Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And I heard that and I was like, I hate that makes a lot of sense. Because honestly, everything I do is really, in terms of gaming and entertainment, it's my PC, right? And, whatever. You don't need to know all the logistics, but my baby's going to be upstairs. There's no world that exists where I have to wake up in the middle of the night. I'm going to take my baby out of its crib, bring it down here, try to make it happy while I'm sitting here playing a PC game, and then hopefully it falls asleep and I take it back. It's not going to happen. And so literally that one guy making that one comment about you can play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes while you put your kid to bed and all this stuff. I was like, oh, God. Part of me, honestly, I'm not just trying to crap on the game. The game does a lot of things well. Let's put it this way, okay? Even as someone who generally doesn't like the game right now, if you put a gun to my head and said, you must play a mobile game, this is the one I would pick all day, every day, okay? If I was going to recommend a mobile game to someone, this is the one I would recommend all day, every day. I'm just so tired of it. I was actually looking forward to just not having an obligation like this hanging over my head, but here we are. All this to say, am I saying I will never, ever, ever make another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video? Technically, no. I thought I was done, and here I am, even though this is kind of just meant to say, goodbye. Because, to be clear, and I guess I haven't explicitly said this yet, I don't intend to make more Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes videos. Even though I'm still going to be playing the game, the YouTube piece and the editing and the recording and all that just burns me out even harder. When I'm already not in the mood to play a game, I don't know how many of you have done this or something similar to this, but when you really don't like something and then you have to engage with it even more, or when you're on the verge of not liking something and there are just these other things that make it more of a chore, all I'm trying to say is I love you guys. I love the community, but the whole recording, editing, cutting, adding music, it made an experience that was starting to feel like a chore, absolutely feel like a chore. And so I just, if I'm going to maintain my sanity and play this game, especially in the state that it's in, that I do not enjoy, a lot of things have to give. A lot of things have to give. I haven't wailed since May the 4th. And if you know me, I'm the guy. I'm the whale guy, right? $12,000 in 2 years. I'm the whale. And depends on what you call whaling. I bought the episode pass and I bought the conquest pass. No Chirotech, no relic pieces, no signal data, no nothing. And that's wild for me. I gobbled that stuff up. I want nothing to do with it anymore. that's just a result of, it's like a personal boycott, right? I don't support the direction the game is going in. I'm going to stop spending money until I do. And, you know, maybe never again. I don't know. It has moments where it keeps me entertained. But generally, I'm just not a fan. I really don't have any characters to farm. I only have characters to kind of like enhance or gear up, right? All of the modes. I don't like the new raid. I don't know anybody who actually enjoys Rise of the Empire. Like, we do it because rewards, but who else enjoys their Leviathan getting destroyed by malevolence? I mean, I know there's a way. I know there's a method to successfully do that. But, like, Rise of the Empire just feels so ridiculous. Conquest is right there with Rise of the Empire. I don't know which is worse, Rise of the Empire or Conquest. But, like, Conquest is a chore. There are so many game modes that I feel like a lot of people tolerate. They don't enjoy them, they tolerate them. Most of the people I know who play this game, they tolerate like 6 game modes to get the rewards so that they can enjoy the one game mode that they enjoy. And for a lot of people, it seems to either be Territory Wars or GAC. For me, it's GAC. If I literally could ignore every other game mode and be fine and just play GAC, I would just play GAC. That's it. I don't enjoy any other game mode in this game. I enjoy interacting with my guildmates, and I sometimes enjoy GAC. I don't enjoy the state of GAC right now. GAC is what actually broke me. The Slicker Cron broke me. The Slicker Cron totally broke me. I don't enjoy it. I don't like it. I hate the fact that every single GAC, I know exactly what I'm going to have to deal with. It's the same defense every single time because crons are so busted and you have to use them a specific way. Whatever. I've said that 400 times now. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I've talked about what I like about the game plenty in the past, so I'm not going to reiterate that here. I want to make it clear. I'm not just crapping on this game. I am here in this literal video to explain why I feel the way that I feel, and where I've been and whatnot. But it's been a fun journey with you guys. Getting to Kyber 1 as soon as I could was fun. It was a fun goal. It is not fun to maintain. And I now feel like there's nothing left for me. That's part of really what demotivated me, was climbing to Kyber 1 was like there was something next. There was something to achieve next. And you could argue in Kyber 1, like, oh, I want to be the very best. But I don't. Like, I have no desire to just get bragging rights by going higher into Kyber 1. I'm in Kyber 1. That's all I need. I get no satisfaction out of suffering and going deeper into Kyber 1. Actually, it's the opposite of enjoyment. It becomes more and more miserable the deeper you get into Kyber 1. So, yeah, this game, I officially am at a point where, even considering GAC, I tolerate this game. I do not enjoy this game. I am strictly hanging on because of sunk costs, which is, you know, how much time and effort I put into it to get to this point, and the potential that it will be some form of entertainment when my child gets here. If this game actually annoys me and I don't want to focus on this when I'm trying to focus on, you know, getting my kid to go to bed or something, maybe that's when it dies. But, you know, I'm locked in maybe for like 7 more months, and then a baby will be here, and then we'll play it by ear from there. I've enjoyed most of the time that I spent playing this game, but it's just time. It's time for something different. And, you know, I'm not quitting the game, but I'm quitting going hard on the game, and I'm quitting, you know, uploading all my videos and whatnot. And you know, maybe I'll stop by and say hi. I will say, not gonna completely change what's going on here, but I have been enjoying Black Desert. Oh, I was supposed to be fishing. This is just, it's a different game. We don't need to talk about Black Desert, but I have Black Desert videos on my channel from before. I'm feeling spicy. I might want to put some Black Desert videos up just because it's what I'm enjoying right now, and I like to record the things that I enjoy. And if I get burnt out from Black Desert, I will stop posting Black Desert. I don't want this to be an exercise in suffering as well. But yeah, this is what's been occupying my time. Somehow it doesn't require as much attention as Star Wars, of all things. But yeah, this is where I'm at. So we'll get back out here because the new computer's kind of weird and whatever. You don't need to hear about that. But guys, 20-minute update. But hey, here we are. That's the update. I hope you enjoyed this. I wish you all the best. Maybe I'll see you again. Maybe I won't. Maybe you'll just stop by to see my face if I post a Black Desert video. If you don't, I don't blame you. We know how the YouTube thing works. You came here for Star Wars. You don't get any more Star Wars, you leave. I understand. No hard feelings. But it's been a great journey. And I wish you all the best. And I'm around if you want to talk. Leave a comment on this video. I still like talking to people. I like chatting about games and in the game and whatnot. But yeah, that's all I got. The robe says goodbye. Love you guys. It's been great. I'll see you around.